looks like they're finished on this lower trim. I suppose they got next over there. It is Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. It's like almost 10 in the morning. It's a perfect 66 degrees. And it's Dia de Votar. Okay, puppy, where you going? Love it. We got to work tonight, but I'm gonna pop down to through about in and out in LA downtown, taking the subway. It is voting day, thus it is here in LA County. It's free transportation day, not for everywhere, but for participating municipalities. It is to ride free, just to get to vote. And I think locally here Uber is offering 50% off a ride in some cases, and I think Lyft $10 to rides to go to vote to a voting place. It's not bad. All in all, it's a good day, whether you can afford that transportation or do like I do, just take public transportation. It's the cheapest. That guy that you saw on the ground talking to the yellow jacket over there, that's what we call him, yellow jacket. He's there. That's where he sleeps, and that's how he sleeps.
Made it or no way?
Damn, it's a whole lot to shake. Alright, plus after going to Little Tokyo, haven't been to the other stations. I'm kind of wanting to go take a look at Bunker Hill again. I like Bunker Hill. Well, this is an old,
Please stand clear. The doors
old
are
train. This is the first original series. They were showing that they had to run more because they're running tests on the extension to the foothill.
This train's final destination is downtown Los
This looks like the BART.
Next stop is Little Tokyo Arts District Station on 1st between Alameda and Central. Exit here for Japanese American National Museum. This is a Metro A line train.
There used to be a brewery here. About
Now arriving. Little Tokyo Arts District Station on 1st between Alameda and...
These trains are the best because everything about it screams 1980s Disneyland, Tomorrowland. Look at this. I mean, it's just like the BARTs were. Actually, I think it was kind of like designed after the BART. From the front, it looks very much like the San Francisco BART system. But this is the best train. It's smaller in size. It's a lot lighter. It's not as bulky on the outside. It's definitely very, very people mover, like even on the doors. It is the coolest train. Look at this. And because it's not as heavy as the new ones are, it moves. You can actually feel it moving faster. That shit rocks. See, these are much, much bigger, much, much heavier, and it takes a little bit longer time for it to get to speed. There's Godzilla.
Line train towards East LA is now arriving. Please step back and allow customers to exit the train before boarding.
Alright, that was Godzilla. Let's go try to find, I want to try to find, let's see. Let's go see if we can't make the K line. Those things look like cheese graters. What the fuck are those things, man? Is that footwear? There's the little thingies for Godzilla. I remember when they were building on this thing. It's a cool station. I like it. It's airy. It's bright. I'm trying to figure out how, there's not much of a info thing here. Let's go to the This is historic Broadway. It's kind of a cool station, although there's really not too much as far as like history. The Tokyo station is like better. But this one does have a beautiful mosaic. It's a very quiet one also. So we are right here, either direction. Whoa, blast of air. 300 feet down below. And this puts us right here in downtown LA. Union train station is down that way. We're just over here about a block over, and let's see. See that? Remember those two towers? So we were just on the street over, which is First. And we were right up over there. 2 blocks up. 1 block that way. We'll take the Willy Wonka elevator here. The big ass counterweights. Whoa! The Bunker Hill station is like really cool. The elevator shaft is just, I like it because you can see the upward. Dang, that was quick, huh?
Exit here for
Walt Disney Concert Hall, The Broad, Museum of Contemporary Art, Colburn School, and the Music Center.
Not really much down to the bottom of this, but where it is up on the second floor. This right here. Elevator shafts are like really cool.
Buses replace a line service between APU/Citrus and Monrovia Station due to Foothill Extension tie-in work.
Oh shit. Sorry. It just gave me a bit of vertigo right there. Ooh.
Street.
That's right. This is a street. Very smart computer. This is the kind of like the heart of everything. The Bonaventures right over there, the YMCA corporate office, whatever. The Broad is right over here. The Disney Music Concert Hall is right over there. The old Dorothy Chandler over there. The Department of Water and Power, where Omega Man was filmed with Charlton Heston. And this has always been kind of like a funky street. It splits off kind of like a weird way. That's because back in the days when they were first coming in, they shaved off a lot and they cut around. This is Bunker Hill, by the way. Bunker Hill used to have some of the most beautiful Victorian homes here. If I can, I will try to find an old photo of Bunker Hill. I thought I had a couple, but I must have deleted it when I was trying to make some room. But there's the Bonaventure. Look at that skyline, man. And this place has changed since I was a kid, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. She's bright. It's just like spectacular. Yeah, this is kind of nicer though, because it was just, it was kind of a mix-up. They finished this maybe, I want to say a couple of years ago, thereabouts. Financial district is just over there on the other side of the freeway, kind of like there. It was the old Pacific Exchange when we used to have a Pacific Exchange here. I think we still do, though it's not as active. You don't really see it. I'm telling you guys, you don't see the foot activity. When I was like so big, all this shit was just occupied by foot traffic, nothing but people going to and fro and just bustling around and everything. You don't see that. You don't see that people integration with one another. I would have to honestly greatly say that's in great part with because of tech and the internet and whatever. Everyone's just in their office. Not, oh yeah, I'll have lunch. Just order me this or have that shit. But you can see the square, funky buildings. We used to interact with a lot more. There was just a lot more shopping, a lot more commerce around here. The Bonaventure always brought in tourists and everything. So there were always people clickety-click over here. The guys in the finance were always running around. The streets were always filled with people and everything. Suits, ladies in their dresses, especially down in that area and going into Grand Central Market. There were more buses, people all about in the street, and you just don't see that shit no more. We don't communicate with each other unless it's on one of these crud devices or just, I don't know, your laptop. But that's it. And so far, no disturbances. The station is really cool. I like this. It comes up, it looks, oh, it's all glass and everything, and you go down and you're like, whoa.
Train towards Long Beach is now arriving. Please step back and allow customers to exit the train before
Going down.
Bikes and strollers should enter through doors marked with yellow decals.
Whoa. That drops pretty quick.
Por favor, manténgase alejado del borde de la plataforma. Permita a los pasajeros salir antes de abordar.
I don't like these stations because of the fact that you can see the shape of the tube. So that's kind of cool. And the little Tokyo station, because it has the blue halo on it and stuff like that. But you can really get a sense of, you know, taking the tube. The K line. We're not going to do that today. I don't want to get too far out by LAX and not make it back in time for work. But the K line, that'll take you like to the Crenshaw, I think. And then you got to take the bus over to another part of the K line, I think. And that's what it looks like on the diagram. And then from there you can go like to El Segundo, Redondo Beach. That's the best way, the new way actually, to get to El Segundo. It's a lot easier than taking the switch over to the 7 Metro station and then getting on the old blue line, which is like the Compton line. That's the one that was like used to head out to Long Beach and stuff like that in the old way. And that was the more precarious and the more dangerous kind of a route. Now that they switched over and they made it for the K line, that's aces. That's the way to do it. Good map. They don't have too many of these around, just for like these places.
Starting Friday, November 8th at 9 p.m. Citrus, due to
There's
foothill
a-
extension tie-in work.
But right here is where we were for the Dodgers parade. Looking this way.
On election day, Metro is offering free rides on all buses, trains, Metro Bike Share, and Microtransit. Free rides will be available on Tuesday, November 5th from 12 o'clock a.m. to 11:59 p.m.
Woohoo! Getting ready to clock off, and I just saw. It looks like we got it. Trump 2024. Oh my God. That was just crazy. It was crazy. Now the real hard work begins for the next 4 years. But things can still happen from here on until he puts his hand on the Bible. A lot can happen. So I think Diddy And the people on Diddy's list are really freaking out. I think they are biting their fingernails to the nub. Trump 2024. The evening America wins.
What time did y'all get here? We got here at 11 a.m. yesterday. This is my son.
11 a.m. yesterday?
Been doing this for over 20-some years. And now look at him. He was a little baby when I started taking him places, and we're still doing it. Keeping
Doing this sort of thing, meaning going to Dodgers games, going to meet and greets, that sort of thing. What's your earliest memory of doing this with Dad?
I was maybe like 8, 9 years old. We started with the Lakers when they went to the championships, and from there we started Dodgers, and then kept on going from there. So.
And the goal today is to do what? Get that wristband, which you're going to get because the first 150 people do, and then what?
Oh, get something signed.
Look at that.
Get a picture.
That's at the Galleria.
Mookie the favorite? Is that what it is, or is it more like Dodger Mania? Here we are. We feel the
A
vibe.
bit of everything, but I will say Mookie was my favorite when he was with Boston.
Okay.
And then when he eventually came over to the Dodgers, I was jumping up and down because it was the first time since Steve Garvey that my actual favorite player in MLB was a Dodger.
Oh my God.
So to now see him now wearing Dodger blue, celebrating.
Yeah, do you have a bobblehead? Are you having him sign the jersey? What's
I
happening?
have him sign a ball,
Okay.
but I have Mookie bobbleheads. I have Dodger bats. I've got so much.
The whole thing.
I'm 57. I've been a Dodger fan for 52 years and collecting the whole time. So.
There you go. Where it's seriously, it goes all the way down. I love this story here. Mom, you have a 9-year-old who's at home, sound asleep, and what is important to you?
That he meets his idol. This is his favorite player, so I'm so excited for him to meet him. Yeah.
Is he going to school today?
He is. He'll be here to get his wristband and going right to school after.
I have it down. You have it down. That's cool. Okay, as I wrap this up, and just understand, let's get the information on the screen right now. So, again, this meet and greet is happening hours from now. It is happening tonight. You can still come down and stand.
We'll be at work.
No one's saying you can't. It's just that the first 150 people in this line are going to get a wristband, which does like the Go Dodgers! There we go. It goes all the way down here.
Oh, that's so crazy.
Show your represent. I just need you to see. I don't know who I'm tossing to
The
you.
Dodgers win.
Chris May.
Trump wins.
Look at this.
Gascon is gone.
Ginger Chan. Surprised you're not out here, girlfriend. This is crazy. World Series happened days ago. At least the big parade and the big after party at Dodger Stadium. But the card is still going. Is that right? I thought this was a beer for a second. So it is Earth. You still work.
Yes, I gotta go to work.
Gosh, Ginger, he's still going to work. You may hit some traffic. I'm going to send it to Ginger. She'll talk about traffic.
Colorado.
I don't know, but today the light seems to shine a little brighter. The air smells a little sweeter. And life doesn't seem so heavy as it did yesterday. Is that my bus? That's not my bus. After a nearly really grueling and awful 4 years, this tyranny is about to end. Oh boy. God truly does move in mysterious ways. Even though we're all riding high and putting everything, all our chips on one bet, all our eggs in one basket. Yesterday was just like the most important day, honestly. 2 historical events in less than a month. Just about a week or so apart from each other. Dodgers win. We got to go to the parade. And today, America wakes up in a much, much better state of mind, a much economic better state of mind. And I think pretty much for the majority, we're walking around with a big smile on our face now. That was like being in detention for like 4 years. You know what I mean. It was pretty bad. If anything at all, socially or everything, we all felt it every day. For those of you that went to go pump gas and even charge your vehicle, let alone for the millions and millions of Americans across the nation, what they dreaded. They dreaded, one of the things that they dreaded the most probably was having to go to the supermarket and buy food. Never mind the other essentials, toilet paper, cosmetics, toiletry products. It was food. And especially for those of you folks that have family members that you are probably taking care of now, whether it be because of illness or just old age. And then you parents, you know, some of my friends have kids and everything, and I always tell them, I go, Jesus Christ, I don't know how you're doing it, you know. And then my younger friends, I'm the ones that still even live with their parents. I'm like, God, you guys, you know, you have no idea how important this vote is. Because if Kamala wins, it's only going to get worse. And you could almost think about the inevitable death spiral that a lot of people would probably be taking. Because honestly, if we had another 4 years of Kamala and Walz, oh my goodness. Especially with the influences that male has done and looks at and is, I think suicide rates would have probably jumped up in the next 4 years had this. I'm not saying for sure, but honestly, the way Americans were just being and acting, and especially when it came to theft. Pay attention to right across the street. They're waiting. Some have been waiting since 11 o'clock yesterday, and it goes around the corner. It's going to be here at the Dick's Sporting Goods in Glendale at the Galleria. Over here at the Galleria, there's a whole bunch of Dodger fans waiting over here. There is a Dick's Sporting Goods over here. 71 degrees, but very, very blustery. Very blustery. They are waiting for a chance for only one or many of 150 spots for tonight from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. They are waiting for Mookie. Dodgers. Oh, QTLA just pulled up. So it won't be until 6 p.m. tonight, 150 spots for an autograph signing. You don't have to necessarily buy anything, just It's an autograph sign. It's just an autograph signing. So these people can bring whatever it is that they're bringing to have autographed. There was this lady here that was on KTLA. She had been waiting since yesterday for a spot for her son. And he's in school now, so when he gets out, he's gonna take over mom's spot. But mom ever so diligently held a spot for him. This is really cool. Seeing these people like this bundled up, and kind of reminds me of people camping out on Colorado. 12 o'clock, everybody can move to their spot, not yet off the curb. And in some cases where it's days like this, very blustery and quite a bit on the chilly side, people in Colorado wait 24 hours just for that. It reminds me of the same thing. And I think we have more over there. I'm not sure. Well, it looks more like a tour bus. This I think is more, has all the earmarks of food distribution. Whoa! Did you see that? It's the only reason why I came down here. Well, and a couple other things. Let's hope now, with the page turning, let's turn the page on this book. Seriously, I can't understand that stupid campaign that she was running, where she's obviously at an event or a rally, and she's talking about how we have to put back or put away the last 10 years of whatever. Again, you idiot. 8 of the last 10 years. That's actually been, for the majority, it's been something like what? 30 something plus years that Democrats have like really just into the ground. Well, no more. We're turning the page. They started putting out their fall street decor. And I would imagine maybe another week or so, maybe by mid-November, we'll start to see those fancy deers. I know we'll definitely be seeing him before too long down on South Lake. And it isn't very cold, it's nice. We are in a red flag warning today because of the high winds. And there is right now, I think, a fire going off around Malibu. It's kind of nice with the wind blowing. It's getting Nanook season. Whoa, they got the tree. Look at how big it is. That's what she said. That is a tall. Is that taller? I think that might be taller. Amici. Ooh. Reimagined this fall. Wow. Ooh. That is a big. It's something newer. It's definitely more green. It's a lot more green than the ones past. That's a big tree. All I want for Christmas, Santa Claus, is what I've been wanting for every Christmas for the past. It's just a brand new Samsung Ultra, whatever the latest is. Whoa! Ooh, this is even better. No flipping way. Do you see what they're doing over here? This is great. Instead of the house is normally traditionally on that side, running parallel to the path. But this year they brought it out over here. This, you know what? This is going to be so much better. Oh yeah, photographic wise too. But no, it's just a little bit more there. And I'm sure they'll probably run the decorations towards over in the back. Yeah, definitely. It's so much nicer the way they got it laid out there. Oh, that's a great photo right there. Oh, they're clearing their pipes. Anything over here yet? No, not yet. You know, more than anything, I like cheesecake. I really like Cheesecake Factory. And the one in Pasadena is the one from Pasadena. I'd really love to be able to afford one day just to bring a date over here and just like on the weekend have breakfast or lunch or something and just sit out here. You know, don't think that's ever going to be happening. Because if it did, then I would be financially okay. And that's not any time in the future. We'll see where we are in 4 years. Oh, it looks like they're planning for something for this little thing. It is quite aged. It's very scratched off. And they got these crash barriers. Planters. Yeah, it's solid. They look good though. It was about a month ago. I wasn't sure what they were doing. I thought they were actually measuring for like vendor spots. Because about a month ago there was a young man and a young lady that were taking measurements and stuff like that, and they had like a blueprint, kind of a pad, and they're marking it off and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, well, you know, I guess in tune with what's going on with Hollywood and Los Angeles and in a lot of cities. I'm sure like Orange County is probably not immune to that. I thought, well, maybe they were gonna mark off for like, you know, vendor spots and probably maybe charge a rent or something. I don't know. Depending on the compliance of the city municipal codes for all of this crap. But no, you know, and then one day I was coming on the bus and they had these barriers. They look good. But not as iconic, I guess, as Target's big red ball. Whew, it's like a little after 5. It's quite chilly. Oh, they got the